How's it going? It's Govinda Singh 1984. I'm going to do a prayer, an invocation of an ancient Persian prayer, Avestan prayer, called the Ahunwar and the Ashem Vohu. Ahu is more commonly known as Khuda in Punjab. In the Avestan scriptures, there's 101 names for Ahuda Mazda, meaning wise lord, and Harves Khuda is one of them, and Khuda is how Ahuda Mazda is more commonly known in Punjabistan. The reason why I'm going to do this prayer is for all the Iranian, secular Iranian Aryan brothers and sisters who've been persecuted by the Mullah Islamic occupational government in Iran over the past 38 years. There's a lot of suffering going on. There's a lot of political prisoners in prisons like Evin Prison, and a lot of demonstrators get attacked. When it comes to covering your head, it's a choice. If you want to cover your head, cover your head. If you don't, then you should have the freedom not to. But unfortunately, those who do not want to cover their head are beaten. So this is more of a resilience and more of a resistance prayer, just to stand in solidarity as an Aryan myself, in solidarity with our Aryan brothers and sisters in Iran and Afghanistan, Kurdistan, throughout the Aryan economic community. So yeah, here it goes. Yatha Khuda Vairyo Taratu Shishache Tachao Vangeush Tasda Manango Shayotanana Mangeush Khuda Shatram Chaurai Yandrigyu Vayo Dadat Vastaram Yatha Khuda Vairyo Taratu Shishache Tachao Vangeush Tasda Manango Shayotanana Mangeush Khuda Shatram Chaurai Yandrigyu Vayo Dadat Vastaram Yatha Khuda Vairyo Taratu Shishache Tachao Vangeush Tasda Manango Shayotanana Mangeush Khuda Shatram Chaurai Yandrigyu Vayo Dadat Vastaram Ashem Vohu Vahishte Masti Ushto Asti Ushto Hamoye Yetashoy Vahishto Ashem Ashem Vohu Vahishte Masti Ushto Asti Ushto Hamoye Yetashoy Vahishto Ashem Yatha Khuda Vairyo Taratu Shishache Tachao Vangeush Tasda Manango Shayotanana Mangeush Khuda Shatram Chaurai Yandrigyu Vayo Dadat Vastaram Yatha Khuda Vairyo Taratu Shishache Tachao Vangeush Tasda Manango Shayotanana Mangeush Khuda Shatram Chaurai Yandrigyu Vayo Dadat Vastaram Yatha Khuda Vairyo Taratu Shishache Tachao Vangeush Tasda Manango Shayotanana Mangeush Khuda Shatram Chaurai Yandrigyu Vayo Dadat Vastaram Yatha Khuda Vairyo Taratu Shishache Tachao Vangeush Tasda Manango Shayotanana Mangeush Khuda Shatram Chaurai Yandrigyu Vayo Dadat Vastaram Ashem Vohu Vahishte Masti Ushto Asti Ushto Hamoye Yetashoy Vahishto Ashem Ashem Vohu Vahishte Masti Ushto Asti Ushto Hamoye Yetashoy Vahishto Ashem Duste Daram Harves Khuda Lutfan Koma Harves Khuda Lutfan Koma Harves Khuda Lutfan Koma Harves Khuda. So that's just a small recitation. It's good for meditation, good words, good thoughts, good deeds. That's the ancient Zoroastrian philosophy, something that I have a huge respect for as an Aryan. Even though I was raised, I'm an Aryan from North India. Our brothers and sisters, our Aryan brothers and sisters in Afghanistan and Iran are going through a really tough time at the moment, and so they need as much support as they can get. And there's a lot of political resistant parties outside Iran in exile. You have the National Council of Iranian Resistance in exile in Paris. You have the Pahlavi dynasty in Washington. You have the Fadayan party in Cologne in Germany, and then you also have the National Democratic Front, which works on the underground within Iran, that's still in Iran, that's active on the underground. And they all have similar. They all have their disputes and their disagreements, but me as an Aryan who's concerned about the Aryan economic community, I'm inclined to support Fadayan. The Fadayan party has a manifesto where it calls for equality, end to caste-based discrimination, no state religion, and an end to the mullah occupational government in Iran. And I feel I can relate to that more. Um, yeah, so raise awareness. Please share this. Let's let our Aryan, Iranian brothers and sisters know in Iran that we're thinking of them, and we'll do as much as we can. We'll pray for them, and Iran will be free. That Iran will definitely be free. It will be in the future.